Is she eating it yet?
No, she's still trying to figure out. Yeah, she goes.
One of them's got a worm, and the rest of them want it. That is funny. And I've been watching this for a little while. Okay, now she
Gone.
did the chicken get it, or did the?
No, that chicken ate it.
She did eat it. Okay, that was funny. Watching them run around in circles trying to get the worm from each other, and it actually did change hands from one chicken to another.
Come on, babies. Hurry, come on. Run. Come on, babies. Crazy labor belong.
All right, here is cavtroopers dinner skinner with the stone wash finished, but the epoxy is still tacky. And here's why. This particular epoxy that I use, which is the West System stuff, West System G-Flex, it needs at minimum 70, 72 degrees to fully cure. And it gets cold in here at night. And what I usually do in the winter is leave that, I put that heater up here and I just blow heat at whatever I'm wanting to cure. So I'm going to put this in front of the heater for, probably 3 or 4 hours and see if, I don't want to, oh, that was my wife. I heard something start up. I don't want to disturb it by sanding on it or cutting on it or anything like that until the epoxy is fully cured. So let me give this a couple hours in front of the heater and I'll put my hands on it and see if it's cured enough to go to working on it. All right. Let's see. I bet you by noon this will be hard enough to dry enough to work on. So at noon I'm gonna come out here and I can have this done in the afternoon. And probably have the edge on it too. I might be able to ship this to you tomorrow morning. All right, let me, this is the Machete. And what do I call it? Machete, Machine. I don't know. I'm going to work on this a little bit. It is a little tacky, but I'm not, right here it's tacky. I still got a little bit of, because I epoxied these at the same time. I'll tell you what, I may just clean this up a little bit and put this in front of the heater too. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to clean the epoxy off the outside and put this in front of the heater too. So, I've got the morning off. I'm going to, well, I guess I could get Abe's out and put the bevel, drill the holes and grind my bevels. I may do that. Yep, I may do that. So, let me, I'm going to clean this up just a little bit and then set it in front of the heater. So you have figured out how to come get me to build stuff is to gather all my tools and go to using them.
No, I say, can you show me how to use this, cut this, screw this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a crafty girl.
I am.
This is our...
Listen, I was the last of 3 girls.
So you know how to manipulate your dad.
learned how to play my dad.
Yeah.
Dad, can you show me how to... And he was so glad I was out trying to do something.
Well, that's not how you do that. Here, let me show you.
Yeah. And I'd say, show me how to do this.
I should be in there working on knives. Cav Trooper, if he knew where I live, he'd come and give you what for. Because it's his knife that's on the bench, and you are keeping me from it.
I know, but our babies... I had them in a dog crate, and Mary kept getting out. And Mary would get out, and then Martha would get out, and they would come to the porch.
And then the ducks would freak out because their chickens were gone.
That's how I knew they were out, because Ruthie was screaming her head off.
All right, let me get the stapling. All right, Cav Trooper, I got yours cleaned up. It is dry. I still got, of course, I got some shaping to do, but before I do the shaping, I always cut the epoxy off, cut the pins off, and then I put it on my belt grinder and clean the epoxy off. Now I put a new belt on and I start rough shaping the handles. But I gotta go to the post office. It's fixing up come another heck of a storm. And I stopped what I was doing and went and helped my wife build a chicken house, a chicken pen. Not a house, just a pen. We haven't decided what we're gonna do with them at night. So anyway, let me go mail that box and I'm gonna come back and get back on your knife. Okay, Cow Trooper. Let the games begin. That'll come out nice. I mean, it's not done. I mean, I just took it off the belt. This is not quite square, but I can do that with a hand by hand. Well, it is. It's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, I'm past the part where I can screw it up. You can breathe easy now. I can. That's a good feeling handle right there, I'll tell you. All right, let me get to hand sanding on that. I don't know that I'll get to buffing it today because I got a long way. You know, well, I'll put the link in there. My wife, she knows how to make me do stuff. She knows how to yank my chain and push my buttons. Hold on, let me turn Rush down. Or is that Sean? That's Sean Hannity. I don't know. Shut up, Ann. She was wanting to build this chicken pen just to put them in during the day. And I really didn't want to. Here's the deal. The way if it's not me and my design and I'm in charge, then I am perfectly willing to let you do whatever you want. Just don't get me involved. Use your own plan, your own, cut things the way you want and staple whatever. Just do it any way you like. Just don't expect me. Anyway, she knows how to get around that. She had me come out here and show her how to do just one thing. Just one thing. And of course, she uses her I'm just a helpless girl voice. So I ended up taking apart everything and building it right. And so there went pretty much half of the day. And I don't know if you can hear the thunder. Another storm. So I went and mailed the package at probably 1 o'clock. And now here it is, late afternoon. And I just now got back to the shop and got this shaped. So I will get this up to 180. The final shaping is with 180, and then from there on, it's just bringing it down grit by grit by grit to a smooth finish. So, all right, let me get to work, but I'll probably finish this up tomorrow. Oh yeah, and I cheated. I started working on this a little bit. Just a little bit. I got it basically shaped the way I want to, and that's a big meaty grip, and that's exactly what I wanted. So, I'm going to finish yours though, Cow Troopy, before I go back to work on that, I'll finish yours. Okay, now, back to work, everybody. Okay. So here's what I do on the areas that I have sanded the stone wash away. I'm going to take some bluing and a Q-tip and carefully hit the steel with it. I can do that since this has liners, but if you do it and you get it on the wood, it discolors the wood. So I have to be very, very careful. I think what I'm going to do is sand the rest of this spine so it all will all look one color all the way around. And I don't have any Q-tips with me today, do I? I do not. I have my bluing and it's in there, but it's late. Nah, it's not too late. So that's all I lack is an edge and finishing this spine. And in the meantime, I'll do that tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm gonna work a little bit on this. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's pouring down rain, so I'm stuck in my shop until it eases up, because you know, sugar melts. So I thought I'd do a little more work on my Machete handle. What do you think? And that is exactly what I wanted the handle to feel like in my hand. Big, beefy, and not going to slip out of my hands. I like it. I am up to, I'm sanding it to 500. Well, I haven't sanded yet. That's the 500 there. And my sanders are killing me. So that's all I'm going to be able to do today. But I am going to put some True Oil on this, or maybe I'll buff it. This is not stabilized wood, but maybe I'll buff this and see what it looks like, non-stabilized wood. Okay. And just lightning out. Oh well, maybe I'll make a run for it. See you tomorrow.